Hey everyone, welcome to our Zoom tonight. My name is Nikki. I am a Ruby leader and soon to be Emerald. Whoop, whoop. And I have Mandy here, Mandy Shell. I met Mandy at conference and we seriously immediately hit it off. We are such good friends. Our stories are so similar. So I'm so excited. To see like how far you've come this month gets me excited more than anything. Like I love how much you've rocked it this month. So we're gonna just get into it. If you want to start with kind of telling a little bit of your story and all that kind of stuff. So everyone, this is Mandy Shell.
Hi guys. So yeah, like she said, my name is Mandy. I'm 23 years old. I started It Works about 2 years ago. I was in college. I was working 2 part-time jobs at 60 hours a week, on top of going to school full-time. So I really had no extra time to do anything, but yet I found myself always struggling financially. Even with working 2 part-time jobs, I couldn't afford gas to get to work. And so a lot of times I was asking friends to drive me to work. So when I saw one of my friends posting on Instagram about how she was making $100 from her phone every month, I was very interested, and I didn't have the money to join. I had about $10 in my bank account, but I decided to join anyway. I overdrafted my bank account and signed up. Within the first couple of months, I promoted to executive, and then I sat at executive a whole year. And then last year I promoted to Ruby, and then I've been at Ruby a whole year. So it seems like I promote a rank once a year. So I guess this is my year to go Emerald. But I really didn't start treating my business as a business until about 6 months ago. And that's when things really started picking up the pace and things started to change. So that's kind of a little bit of my story with It Works. So.
That's awesome. So what would you say changed for you, in your business since you sat at Ruby a whole, like, were you always enrolling this many customers or what changed?
No. Honestly, okay, I know everybody says this, but honestly, going to conference, like, changed everything. So I was in love with the products before conference. I used them, and I've seen great results, and so I was always very passionate about the products. But at conference, I think what changed for me is I fell in love with the business, just seeing the passion behind our leaders and watching other people walk the stage and share their stories and how this company has changed their life. It just made me fall in love with the heart of this company. And I think that's what changed, is because I caught the vision for this company and also the passion. And I think one of the main things that attracts people to you, whether it be distributors or customers, is your passion for what you're doing and how in love you are, not only with the products, but that your whole heart is in it, if that makes sense. So I think the mindset, everyone says, oh, like the mindset, is 80% and 20% is the work ethic, which makes you see results. And like before, I was like, oh yeah, whatever, like I have the right mindset. But honestly, like this month has just really proven to me that it really is all in the mind. And yeah, so that's the biggest change for me, was mindset.
That's awesome. So I know you are a super organized person, but you keep it pretty simple. You kind of showed me a little bit of how you plan out your calendar and how you keep everything organized, but can you give everyone a little bit of a sneak peek of how you get your customers organized and what you do to plan out your business?
Yeah, so I work my business mostly on Instagram. I started off with Facebook, but I've kind of exhausted that, and I'm still trying to add more friends. So I do it mostly on Instagram now. So we have these sheets in the Files tab of the Diamond Tribe page, and it looks like this. So basically, when I message people, if they tell me like what products they're interested or whatever, I'll write their name down, their username for Instagram, and then what products they are interested in. And I do that for anyone who like responds to my messages. Like even if they don't say anything about ordering products, I always write their names down. If they give me a specific date, I do have like a planner. So like this was last week. So people that gave me specific dates, I would write their name down, and then once they ordered, I would go through and highlight them. And then same as with the sheet here, like I highlight. Oh, I stay on track on follow-up Friday. I'll go through like the sheets of everyone and go through every single person and follow up with them. And then the planner is just more for like if they give me a specific date, that way I don't forget about them or forget to message them on that specific day.
Perfect. So since you're so good at enrolling customers, what would you say is your average? Like, how many did you enroll this month? And then compare to like your previous months and like what your typical average is. I mean, this could be like before conference.
Okay, so before conference, I would say I was enrolling between 5 and 10 loyal customers every month. Sometimes I'd have a little bit of a slower month and maybe do like 4 to 6. And then this month, right now, I think I'm at 20 or 21 loyal customers. And this past week, I enrolled 17 of them, and I was like, what's happening?
I know.
Like the whole thing about like where my whole mindset switched is I was getting kind of tired of not promoting and being at Ruby, and I was looking at my Emerald chart, and I have been charted for Emerald for over a year. Most of the distributors that were under me are no longer with the business, but they still have spots there. And I was like, you know what? I don't care if I don't have distributors working for me. I'm just going to fill all these spots by myself and get to work. And I, of course, decided to do it during the last week of February. But that's just when I was just like, you know what? Why can't I be a mass enroller? Like, why not? So
it's all about the mindset. Seriously, all about like where your mind is. So you work really hard, and I know you message like crazy. So what does that look like for you? Like like your typical day of just working your business and talking to your potentials?
Yeah, so during this month, I've been waking up about an hour early to get some messages. And so I wake up around 4:30 in the morning, and I messaged about 20 people. And then anytime I have like 10, 15 minutes throughout the day, I'm messaging another 20 people. And I'll just go through on Instagram. I started with like all my followers at the top, click that, and then I typed the letter A. And I went through and I messaged all my followers that start with an A, and then I go B, C, and down through the alphabet. Something I do to like keep track of where I'm at, because when you type in the letter, it's going to come up with all your followers that start with the letter A, and it's going to be the same order every time. So I just kind of screenshot. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
Did you lower the brightness?
Let me see.
Just on your phone. Yeah.
Oh.
That's, yeah. That's
Can you see it now, kind of?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, so I'll just screenshot like where I left off on my followers list. That way I don't forget anything and I know exactly where I am. And then when I go back, you know, if I'm still on the letter A, I can just pull up that picture and be like, okay, I left off with this person, and then I'll scroll until I find that person and do another 20 people.
So do you message for loyals? Like, how do you initiate the conversation?
Yeah, so I only message my followers. I don't message people that I'm following that haven't followed me back yet. So I make sure they're following me. And I honestly just send them one of the cold messages that I got from our group page. Let me pull it up real quick. And I use the exact same message for everybody.
Are you pulling it up?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. No, you're fine. I just want to
No, so it's, hey girl, I know this is out of nowhere, but I was wondering if you wanted to be a 90-day product tester for me using one or some of our amazing products. I'm looking for 2 people right now, so you could do this with a friend, and I would love your help. You would get a huge discount in return for just updating me on your results. What do you say? And I added in the looking for 2 people right now, so if you have a friend, because I've had so many people be like, oh yeah, I would love to like lose weight with my best friend or my mom or sister. And so I've actually gotten loyal customer referrals by putting that in there that they could do this with a friend. And then they also have like an accountability partner too if they're wanting to lose weight and stuff. So that's just the message I send them. I haven't gotten like any responses back that were like negative, like, oh my gosh, you're bothering me or anything like that. It's all been positive responses. And if they say, yeah, I'm interested, I'll send them a list of like some of the products that I've used personally so I can share my personal results with them. So I have skincare, greens, wraps, hair, skin, and nails, and weight loss program, and the keto coffee are the ones I list as options once they say if they're interested or not. And then once they pick which ones they want to, I'll kind of describe the product, send my result pictures, and then normally they either sign up right away, give me a date, or if they say they're not interested, I always ask, oh, really? Why not? And a lot of times it has to do with finances. And so I've been asking lately, okay, well, when would be a better time to check back in? And they always give me a date. I've had no one say, oh, I'm just not interested.
Good, good. Someone's asking a question of which weight loss program you use, but I'm going to save that for a little bit later because we're going to talk about products and whatnot. Okay. So what do you feel like you do differently than like compared to most distributors or compared to yourself like a month ago? What is something you've done completely different with your business and, you know, that makes you more of a loyal customer signing machine?
Well, two things. One thing I've done differently this month is once I get their phone number and I message them how to sign up, I like don't leave them alone for like the next 3 hours. Like I'm always asking, oh, did my link go through? Like, did you find the products? Yeah, I'll order it later tonight. And they say, okay, well, what time? And then I try to like talk to them, like small talk about the weather. Oh, what are you busy with that you can't sign up with tonight? Just to like keep them talking. That way they don't forget about your message later on. So I just talk with them until they sign up. Not even about the products
That's
or whatever.
So smart.
And it worked.
That's so smart. Oh my gosh, I need to start doing that because I always worry. I'm like, man, like I really hope they sign up tonight. But just being on that is awesome. So now let's get into some products. Can you explain the importance of having results from the products that you talk about that you use? Because I know you've been doing some like weight loss challenge, looking so good, girl. I'm so excited. You've lost so much weight and that's just amazing. So can you just tell everyone what you've been doing and how that's actually helped you get your loyal customers this month?
Yeah, so in January, I started using one of our new Fit packs. I was already using a lot of the products in the Fit 30 pack. I think the only one I wasn't using consistently was the shake. And so I started tracking my results and updating people on my weight and pictures every week. And because I was doing that with the Fit 30 pack, I've had I think 5 or 6 people order the Fit 30 pack and then a few more order the Fit 15 just because they're seeing my results week to week so they can keep track. And then I'm also like, I try to be relatable, which I think is another huge thing. So like some days, like when I have a cheat meal or a pizza, I post about it. And something I've personally been learning is just like giving myself space to make mistakes or to have those moments of freedom, enjoying tacos and pizza and stuff like that, and not getting so down on myself for just enjoying life. And so by sharing that, but yet people see that even though I am enjoying treats here and there, that the products are still working and stuff. I've had a great response with just sharing my results, especially keeping people updated week to week because they can actually watch it happen and not just see a before and after from 3 or 4 months. They've been on that journey with you. And I think that's something that's helped tremendously with having my own personal results.
That's amazing. So I'm actually, like off the top of my head, I couldn't think of, you said you use the Fit 30 pack, right?
Yeah.
30. And how many did you sign this month for Fit 30?
Oh, 5 or 6. I think it might have been like 4 and maybe the other ones were Fit 15 packs, but I've sold a lot of Fit packs.
I remember that. Like straight out of conference, I think you signed one. Like, and you guys, they're 80 BB. Like that is so much volume. Like if you want to promote this month, next month, get on these packages and actually use the products, have results. So that's amazing that you're like being able to do that. So when you're talking to someone about ordering, how do you explain like the LC program? Like how do you talk to them about it in a way that's like not overwhelming, but still, they still know that it's like the best way to do it versus like being a retail customer?
Yeah, so if they're ordering like the weight loss or fitness packs, like I normally don't have an issue with them wanting to use it for more than 1 month, just because a lot of times I'll ask them how much weight they want to lose. And once they tell me that number, I said, okay, that's totally doable in 3 months, or that's totally doable in 4, 5, 6 months. So right away, they know that it's going to be more than 1 month. And then also like when I talk about the products, like ThermoFight, I'm like, okay, so you're going to get a monthly bottle of ThermoFight. It's normally $65 a month, but since you're doing this for 3 months, I'm going to give you a discount and you're going to get it for only $39 a month. And I haven't had any issues with that. Some girls who ordered like the Fit 30 pack, they don't know if they're going to be able to continue it next month. And I say, oh, that's no problem. You can always pick your favorite products for the pack and just order them individually, and it'll bring the price down to, $39, $36.
That's awesome. Okay, perfect. So how do you follow up with your loyals? Like after they've already ordered?
So after they order, I normally wait about a week or 10 days. And I message them and ask them, hey, did your products come in? And if they say yes, they'll go over how to use that product. And I'll a lot of times email them the product info sheet from the website so they can read up on it. Because I feel like a lot of times they don't really know exactly what they're getting. Like, oh, a cleanse, it'll make me lose, 5 to 10 pounds in 2 days. Cool. But I feel like once they read the product info sheet, they really fall in love with the product and all the other benefits for it, just besides just the losing weight part of the cleanse. The part where it's providing nutrients to your body and stuff like that. So that's something I've been doing recently, is sending the product info sheet. And then so week after, and then I normally have them message me if it's the cleanse, like after they do it, so I can see the results and hear their feedback. And then I message them during their 3rd month and just kind of let them know, okay, this is the end of like your 90-day challenge. Just so you know, if you continue doing this for another 3 months, you're going to get a $50 gift card. Plus, if you activated your perk points, I have the message on here that I can put in the chat if people want to use it. But yeah, so that's just kind of how I follow up. A lot of times my loyal customers will like message me with questions or their results and stuff. So I normally don't have to do a lot of following up with my loyals just because they message me a lot of times.
I like how you have such a good relationship with your loyals, and that really does like encourage them to go to you and to keep ordering from you when you have that like really good positive trust relationship between you two. That's awesome. How do you keep track of your customers, like your potentials and your loyal customers? I think we talked about it at the beginning, but I kind of want people to see a little bit more of what you just explained on paper.
Okay, so this is what my planner looks like. So when people order, I just kind of highlight them. So I like.
One sec. You're a little bit frozen. You're frozen. Okay, now you're unfrozen. Go ahead. Show us.
Oh, okay. So when people order, I write their name down in a planner and I highlight them so I know that they've ordered. And then when in like a week, I'll go back a week in my planner. And so like this is 2 weeks ago, I can see all the people that ordered. And so I'll just message them again. And then March, April. So in May or April, I'll go back to February. And at the beginning of the month, I'll just message all of my loyal customers that ordered and send them a message about the 90 days being up and if they want to add more products or if they want to continue on and get the gift card.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to role play. Are you ready?
I don't know.
You'll be fine. Okay, message me.
Okay. Pull up. Phone's almost dead. Okay. Hey, girl, I know this is out of nowhere, but I was wondering if you would want to be a 90-day product tester for me using one or some of our products. I'm looking for 2 people right now, so you could do this with a friend or family member, and I would love your help to build my portfolio. You would get a huge discount in return for just updating me on your results, you say.
Sure. What are the products?
Awesome. Here are the options. Let me know which ones interest you. I have openings for skincare, greens for detoxing, wraps to help tighten, tone, and firm in 45 minutes, hair, skin, and nails for longer and stronger hair, weight programs, and skinny coffee.
I'll do the hair, skin, and nails and the wraps.
Awesome. And then I would send them like pictures of my wrap results and then pictures of hair, skin, and nail results. And then this is what I say about hair, skin, and nails. So hair, skin, and nails is a hair growth supplement. I'm really obsessed with it. The reason it works so well compared to other companies is because the ingredients are made to break down so that our bodies can actually absorb them and get the opportunity to use it rather than flushing it down the toilet. It's going to produce new cellular growth for you, produce collagen production, strengthen the hair, and all around make it feel and look healthier. If you're looking to grow out your hair faster, then this will help you. It also helps make your nails stronger and your skin healthier. And then that's normally all I send them. And then I would send a similar thing about the wraps. And they normally respond like, oh my goodness, that sounds amazing. Or they ask like, are those your personal results? Like, are those real? Like stuff like that. And I say, yeah, like, oh, sorry, we're role playing.
You're good. I was like, you caught me anyways. I'm like, that sounds good. Like, okay, so how do I get them?
Okay, so the wraps are $99 and the hair, skin, and nails is $55 for a monthly supply. But since you're going to be doing this for 90 days, you're going to be able to use my personal 40% discount. So the hair, skin, and nails is only going to be $33 and the wraps are only going to be $59. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Awesome. What's your phone number? I'm going to send you the link and we'll get you signed up right now.
Okay, perfect. So I send you my phone number and what do you send?
I say, hey girl, this is Mandy from Instagram. Here's the link to my website. You're going to click the link, click shop, go to this skin category, add hair, skin, and nails to your cart, go to the body category, add the ultimate applicator, aka the wraps, to your cart, and you're going to head to checkout. Let me know when you get that far.
Okay, so do you get people who you send the number to and then they don't like reply?
Yes.
Or like don't sign up? Like they said they're ready, but then you give them the number and then they're like, don't sign up. So what do you do? Like, do you message them again or what do you do?
So what I've been doing, like once I send the link over text, I'll wait a day. If they don't respond, I'll message them. I'll text them again. And I'll also message them on Instagram and be like, hey girl, did you get any of my texts? Because sometimes like they might mistype their phone number and I've had that happen a few times. Or they didn't realize it was me texting them. So I just ask on Instagram. And then something I've started doing this month is if they don't respond to my Instagram or text message, I call them after 2 days on the phone.
Oh my goodness. What do you say? What do you say when you call them?
So I have an iPhone, so I always blame it on my iPhone, even though like I love my iPhone and it's great. So I'll call me like, hey, this is Mandy from Instagram. I'm so sorry, but I think there must be something wrong with my text messaging. I just got a new iPhone and it, iPhones have glitches and whatnot. So I just wanted to see if you were ready to get signed up. I have your application pulled up on my laptop. Are you ready to order? And I've never had someone say no. They're like, oh, okay, well, let me go grab my card real quick.
That is so smart. Let me
it honestly terrified me at first. Like the first time I did it, I was so terrified. If any of you guys know me personally, I'm not a very like outgoing, outspoken person. So the fact that I was like calling somebody and like gonna make them order, I was like, oh Jesus, please let this person not like cuss me out. I will cry. But so far, had only orders and no bad responses. So
is there a certain time that you like plan to call people, or do you just like, when do you say you wait 2 days and then you call them, but like what time?
yeah, if they haven't like responded like to my text messages or Instagram, like if they've been like messaging me back, then I don't like call them. But if they like never responded to my first text, I call them because like they could honestly think that I was having a glitch with my iPhone because they've never responded. You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, I wait 2 days and then I call them, and then I make sure to call like after 5 o'clock because a lot of people get off work around then. But I'd also like don't call any later than like 8 o'clock because I don't want like them to be crabby as they're going to bed. So
right, that's so genius. Oh, I'm so excited about that. Okay, so I think that's the end of the role play. Just some miscellaneous questions, a little speed questions, and then I'll go through. If you guys have any questions, now would be the time to put them in the chat so that I can like go to them at the end, and then I'll pull up some of the Facebook questions too. Okay, so how do you get your team motivated?
So something that somebody said at conference, I can't remember who, is that you can't motivate your team, you can only inspire them, which was so huge for me. So this past August, I had a full working diamond chart. Even though I was Ruby, I was charted for diamond, and every single person was working and pushing. Within a month, almost everybody had quit. I had about 2 girls left out of 24 who were working hard, all within 30 days. And it honestly crushed me. I felt very discouraged as a leader, and I had no idea like what I was doing wrong or like why I wasn't motivating my team. So hearing that at conference just really opened my eyes to like, you know what, I can't motivate them. I can't make them want this business. I can't, make them want to work. I can't push them, but I can work on myself. And hopefully through my actions, I can inspire my team. So by me enrolling distributors, by me enrolling loyal customers, like hopefully that inspires them, because I'm just like everybody else. There's nothing, special or super unique about me. I've been Ruby for a whole year, and I've been with this company for 2 years and I'm a Ruby, but yeah, enrolling all these loyal customers, I hope it inspires my team to see that, I'm just like them and they can do it just like me. So kind of like leading from the front type of thing. So that's how I hopefully motivate my team.
Perfect. So what is your 6 list? Your daily 6 list? Do you have that?
Okay. So my daily 6 list, let me pull it up here. All right. So number 1 is give it to God. So I love starting off every day just praying over my team, and really just trusting God with everything. Trust is a huge thing that I'm working on this year. So just praying and letting God take control of my business and trusting in his timing with everything. Second, I try to check in with my runners, 400 spots, Ruby, executive, new distributors, whoever is running and working hard with this business. I don't care how much volume you have, how many customers you're signing. If you're working hard and putting in the effort, you're going to be one of my top leaders. Third is I try posting 2 to 3 times a day. I know some people post a lot more, but that has just been a good number for me, 2 to 3 times a day.
I tell my team all the time, I'm like, Mandy Shell just posted and she has 17 loyal customers. You probably should. Yeah, like it's a good thing. Like you're on top of posting for sure, 100%.
4 is message, and then 5 is self-development. I'm super busy, so I normally do my self-development when I'm getting ready in the morning or driving to work or showering. I'll just put it on my phone and play it. And then 6 is organization. Organization has been so huge for me. Writing everybody's name down that responds to my messages, putting them in my calendar. As I've gone back to like re-message people, I've seen so many people who said they wanted to sign up that I never got back to just because I lost them. And also Instagram lately for me has been acting weird, and it's not letting me see previous messages past 2 weeks. I don't know if any of you guys else have that problem. I don't know what's up with my Instagram. So I can't see any messages from 2 weeks ago. So I am so glad I'm writing everybody's name down, because I'm not going to be able to scroll back and look at our previous messages.
Oh, wow. Okay. My Instagram is acting weird. It will only let me like follow 19 people per hour, which is like the worst. But hopefully they get that figured out. Okay, so some questions from people. What kind of posts do you make for your customers? Like what kind of I think someone says some people give a fun fact about what your body needs and then use before and after pictures, and then they say, are you interested? Or like, what do you do to get people interested in the products from your posts?
Okay, so honestly, I try to keep my posts very personal. I can kind of, this is what I don't know if you guys can see that or not. There we go. My Instagram looks like. I try to take all of my own pictures or use kind of blogger stylish pictures that I find on Pinterest, but I try to use personal ones. So I'm always sharing about the products that I'm using. So in the mornings, a lot of times when I'm drinking my keto coffee, I'll have it in my picture. So if I'm doing self-development and I have my keto coffee, I'll just throw in how much I love reading my book and, oh yeah, I'm drinking my skinny coffee. And I don't say anything else about the coffee, but I've had so many people ask, oh, what's skinny coffee? Or they'll message me the picture and be like, wait, your coffee makes you skinny? How does that work? So to me, less is more. I like to keep people curious about the products. But I also do like, a cleanse post. I'll put a picture of like a workout outfit, and then behind it, I'll do like before and afters, so that you have to scroll to see the before and afters. So it just doesn't like post it right away on Instagram. And I'll talk a little bit more in depth in that about the cleanse, but I normally only do 1 or 2 product posts like that a week. But I put more stuff in my story now that there's that option. So yeah, that's kind of how I do my posting.
Perfect. You are the queen of like Instagram stories. You're always on top of that, you guys. I swear that's where most of them come from. So what do you do in those Instagram? We have 3 minutes, but what do you do in those Instagram stories that gets people's attention?
So something I've been doing is if you go to Pinterest and you search like wallpapers or backgrounds, it'll give you a really nice background to use, and then I'll layer pictures on top of that just so there's not like black space around it or anything like that. And I normally will post a question like 90-day workout challenge, or would you drink a coffee that would make you skinny, something like that, something catchy. And then after that, I'll post different results. And then after the results, I will post like a poll, like send me more info, give me 40% off, stuff like that. And that's worked really well. Or I'll do like a video of me making my greens, and have like fun music playing in the background. I found that helps a lot, is having music in the background of your videos. So yeah, just me using the products throughout the day, and then sharing people's results on stories, but also like making sure I have personal stuff on there. I have a lot of funny stuff happen in my life, and I'm pretty blonde too, so I have a lot of blonde moments. So sharing my blonde moments has really helped like people relate to me. So I've been sharing a lot of like embarrassing things that happened to me lately, and that's gotten a lot of good feedback. So
good. Okay, 2 minutes. What would be your biggest tip for someone to succeed in this business, and the biggest downfall, like the worst mistake you could make to kill your business?
Okay, so the biggest mistake you can have in this business is having the mindset that you can't do it. I know that sounds really cliche and stuff, but honestly, when you go into something feeling like, oh, I can't do this, or oh, like this isn't going to work, then what you're saying is going to happen. If you have that attitude, people are going to catch up on it. When you're messaging people, like be excited about this opportunity. You are being able to share life-changing products with people, and that should set your heart on fire. So I think that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make in this business. One of the best things you can do for this business is being consistent, talking about the products every day, using your products every day, sharing what the products have done for you on a daily basis. That's going to catch people's attention, because people are watching you and wondering like, do the products really work, or is she going to quit after a few weeks like my other friend did? So being consistent is probably the best thing.
Perfect. I love that. Consistency is everything, guys. Okay. That is all the time that we have. Thank you guys so much for joining and hopping on. This is recorded and I will have it uploaded. There's like, I think another working Zoom after this, but thank you guys for joining. Can't wait to see you guys at Emerald, okay? All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.